family, and friends. My name is Zen, and I am an intuitive guide for my fellow artists and storytellers. And today I would like to talk to you about the illusion of success and failure. I personally don't believe in success and failure because I believe in truth. What we are trying to do when we bring up success and failure is measure our growth. When we create or produce or manifest, we do it for the knowledge we acquire from start to finish. It allows us to understand not only how to do things differently and better and create a new perspective on life, but it allows us to feel a sense of growth through those elements of expansion. We allow ourselves to experience this idea of success by coming across things that feel valid to our personal being. With success, where do we get it wrong? What's the difference between the success that's not working for you and the success that does work for you? Well, success that doesn't work for you is a matter of how often you perceive people hyping you up, giving you compliments, and validating and confirming your artwork as precious, as great, as the next best thing, and allowing that to dictate whether or not you are successful. Now, I understand that to some degree, a creator in whatever you may be doing, you are an entertainer. But before you entertain, you must know how to entertain yourself as a creator. And as you entertain yourself, you learn how you feel with your craft, and then you know how to share it to people who most likely will resonate with the feelings that you experience within yourself. Success is not meant to dictate whether or not you are valid on the spectrum of good and bad. Success is not used to imbalance your confidence, causing you to lose a sense of purpose, the intention you started off with in the beginning. In the beginning, we often have a reason why we create. It could be because it helps us relieve stress, anxiety in a world where it may overwhelm us, and so we go to a state of creation to get out of that, to distract us. You may want to save the animals or help out in a situation dealing with humanity. So there is a point where false successhood can interfere with your vision. And when this occurs, we lose a sense of why we are doing what we are doing. I believe the ultimate purpose of creating and doing anything that involves manifesting, sharing an expression, is to understand the self. Understand more of who you are. And then we can package and decorate that in many ways we would like and ship it off to the world to let them know, hey, through this expression I get to know more about who I am. The success that you are experiencing, if it's inspiring you to feel a detachment from who you were when you started, that person who began the journey with excitement and joy, that person who allowed the idea to come to them through joy and excitement, and that being the reason why they started the beautiful idea. If success is pushing you away from that person and the sensations of what that person felt, you are being distracted by false success. The success you want to focus on is how well you have strengthened your ability to look at each step that you have taken to the completion of the project, and then begin to self-reflect. And what you get from that information, from self-reflection, how does it allow you to see the world differently, to see your work differently, to see the next project differently? Does what you feel through your reflection put you more at ease? And if it doesn't, then practicing optimism towards yourself will better expand you in that direction, because you are great, you are gifted, you are valid. You don't need false success telling you these things. You don't need other people telling you that you're good, you're great. These things are flattering, but the reason why I'm deterring you away from this false sense of success is because the psyche has a difficult time with digesting these compliments. And often we receive them and we begin to overvalue the flattery. If the flattery comes from within, balanced speaking, then when someone begins to flatter us, we see that they are not different and that they too are capable of being a part of a co-creative experience. They might not be able to create what you're able to create, but they can create something that can cause the same impact on someone else. The difference between false success and the success that resonates with our true being is that false success focuses on outside confirmation that builds us up into believing that we are capable. The success that resonates most with our higher selves comes from knowing that you are capable, and so you can see this in those who exist around you. The difference is false success can cause an imbalance and a reliability, a codependency. It can distort decisions. It can cloud our judgment with our craft, causing us to overconfidently make choices to please and fulfill the expectations of what has been validated around us. It's interesting because when you reach a certain level of success, and false success, you are greatly affected by when failure hits. Everyone seems to disappear. Your work is no longer valuable. Your work is held at a certain level where mistakes are not appropriate. And all the while, it's hard to deal with it because true success has not properly received your attention. The success that already believes who you are is the person who already knows that they are capable, that they are great, that they are able to approach the impossible. That level of confidence that our higher self contains does not get distorted when you are on your creative path and you then choose to experiment out of curiosity, which stems from the person who you were in the beginning and before you've grown and received awareness from others who enjoy your craft. When you choose to do something different, to experience a sense of growth, to shake it up a bit, and then you receive judgment, you will not fall apart because the confidence, the true success has been within you all along. You've already been successful. There's no way you cannot be successful because you contain qualities in a relationship with those qualities as the higher self would that pertain to knowing yourself, knowing your capability, allowing yourself to be yourself. False success does not do this. It's limited and it can break you apart because of the inspired desire to rely on others to confirm whether or not you are good enough, especially with your expression. Success from the higher self does not consider it success at all. What we believe is success on the higher spectrum of our being is considered growth. It's considered full appreciation of ourselves, full awareness in ourselves when it comes to our actions. Success is awareness. Now let's talk about failure. False failure relies on being confident in the idea that you are less. Just like false success, false failure is just as limiting. When you feel that you've failed because you couldn't meet an expectation, and so you begin to put a damper on your unlimitedness that you are by believing you are incapable, that you can't, and that you're less than. False failure is an entrapment that leaves you stuck in a corner focusing on lies. False failure keeps you focused on a pessimistic view on yourself. This can cause depression. Right off the bat, it can cause anxiety. It can cause us to break down within our nature. And to reach this level of allowing does not allow the artist to perform at their fullest potential. I've experienced sadness. I've experienced a moment of depression, being stuck in the space of lacking or unjust. It deteriorated my ability to see things clearly, to be appreciative of what has actually happened, which leads me to how your higher self perceives failure in anything that you do. Your higher self perceives failure to be a point of growth, a form of contrast, a point in which you didn't know and now you have the opportunity to know. It gets no more abundant than that. Here you are, now here's a direction where you can become. When I first started off doing YouTube videos, I spent years procrastinating on it because I didn't feel that I was ready or my content wasn't ready. And at the end of the day, I realized that I do have something to say. I want to help out other people who may be going through things that I have gone through and who enjoy creating as much as I do, but I just didn't know where to start. And so what I had to do was keep reminding myself of my intentions, what I wanted to do, and in doing that, it pushed me to just start and not worry about what would happen. But I was truly afraid of failure. And to jump back into what false failure is, false failure also prevents you from taking action on the things you enjoy because you don't want to make mistakes. You believe you are supposed to be starting off knowing everything. We often look at people's journey and see where they ended up, and we don't focus on where they came from, and we don't get to see the many steps and the many mistakes and the many failures they've made to get to where they were. And if you talk to any of those people, they'll let you know how much they appreciate what they did wrong, because in those moments they got to learn how to be better at what it is that they wanted. If you can find beauty in your failures, then you know you're on the path of doing what it is you love. Now, it's happened to me many times where I wanted to do something and I didn't do it because I didn't want to let myself down. I didn't want to break through that first threshold of starting and then coming around to the experience of not seeing myself capable to do it. But that's what false failure does to you. Your higher mind perceives failure as a point of growth that allows you to utilize the mistakes and the knowledge to better yourself for the steps in the future. We are way too hard on ourselves. That's why we get wrapped up in this false sense of failure. I believe we've lost our true nature through developing this separation between success and failure. I don't believe they're supposed to be separate. We've allowed success and failure to dictate and separate who we are as creators. And so I choose to not believe in the reality of success and failure on a mainstream concept. But in a higher sense, in a spiritual sense, success is confidence, because ultimately that's what you're trying to get from it. And growth is failure, which is ultimately what we're trying to benefit from our mistakes. I believe they are interchangeable, because you can feel successful if you allow yourself from your failures, and you can feel confident from your failures. I believe you can feel growth from your confidence and your willingness and your ableness, and through your confidence you're willing and able to not allow yourself to emotionally burden your being when you make a mistake. Through your confidence that is seemed to be what we call success, you're able to tell yourself that you're able to persevere when you come to a point where it seems like failure is lurking. We are either growing or we are becoming more confident about who we are. And once we stop using success and failure as an excuse to compare ourselves to others who have a different journey or are at a different skill set, we are then able to see that we are no different from them, and that we are as too capable of bringing expressions onto other people that can receive more life from our reflections. I want to wrap it up from here. My name is Zen, and I want to thank you again for listening. Please like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get more videos like these. I hope you guys are all doing well, and much love to you and your family. Peace for now.